Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. How are we doing tonight? It's good to see you. It's Monday night, you know what that means. It's a fighting game stream. Oh, hold on one second. Actually, let me go ahead and I was using my controller for something earlier. Let me get my fight stick real quick. Okay, I've gone ahead and plugged in my fight stick because Monday Night Fights means Monday Night Fight Stick. Gotta play it correctly, especially for the kind of stream that I want to do today. So chat now that we're alone. Uh-huh. Go on, I'm listening. I mean, no, I'm not. I'm not here. Did you know that I know exactly what you were gonna say. I know exactly what that was going to be. Okay, anyway. Today we're going to be playing the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, and no, this time not to buy time for something. I just want to play this legit because I wanted to, how do you say, I just wanted to have a chill stream today. I just want to kind of relax a little bit, kind of take take a load off, and I kind of wanted to just have a stream where I just, you know, chill out, play something nostalgic for me, yap a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be playing a bunch of whichever Street Fighter games I feel like playing on here. And I'm gonna just go ahead and just chatter about stuff. So this is gonna be a really chill kind of Zatsu gameplay, whatever. So yeah, you know, it's just gonna be a little chill tonight. Just gonna be a little easy. But yeah, hope that's okay with you. But yeah. Can you guys hear the fight stick? I always want to make sure that you guys can hear the fight stick when I'm playing, because that's part of the whole thing. It's, you know, I'm trying to go for that arcade ambience. Basically, I want you guys to feel like you're sitting in the arcade with me, sitting next to me while you watch me play. Okay, so I'm just gonna hop around. We are gonna play Third Strike today, because that one's my favorite. But I just want to hop around a few of the other games first. You gotta put a quarter on the arcade machine. You know how this works. So, listen, in terms of Street Fighter character designs, you cannot get much better than Chun-Li's Alpha outfit. Oh my god, have you seen that? It's like, her normal Street Fighter 2 default is great. Her Street Fighter 6 default is pretty good. But her Street Fighter Alpha series design is just so delightfully good. Alpha 2! Oops. So of course you have Ryu, add-on, Chun-Li. Look at this outfit. Look how good it is. It's so... I've always wanted to cosplay this. But anyway, I'm a filthy Akuma main, so that's what we're playing. I'm sorry, when it comes to Street Fighter characters, I have my top 3. And that top 3, in no particular order, because it always changes, is Akuma, Cammy, and Fei Long. I love Fei Long so much, and I think it's not fair that he doesn't get to show up much, if at all, anymore, because the Bruce Lee estate did not... took an issue somehow. Oh jeez. I'm just trying to do the light punch. Light punch forward. Come on, let me do the... No! I'm trying to do the Shungoku Satsu. Anyway. So yeah. I think that if anyone had to... Yeah, every fighting game has a Bruce Lee, and Fei Long is one of the most respectful Bruce Lee tributes I've ever seen. He's literally just Bruce Lee in the Street Fighter world. Like, he's still a popular Hong Kong movie actor. He's well known for his fighting skills. He has no special powers. He's just a really strong guy. He's really cool. And he's not like a joke character. So I don't know why they had an issue and like issued a complaint to Capcom, and that's why he's been missing for a while. Oh, by the way, so as you all know, Rose is a shout out to Lisa from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But this stage is also a shout out to her, to Lisa, because this is supposed to be the gondolier area that Joseph and Caesar first meet Lisa. I think Rose grew on me. Rose took a little bit of time to grow on me because I think she was a little bit too... How do I say? She was a little too mystical for her time. And that's not a knock to her, it's just that at the time that she entered the picture, Street Fighter wasn't that much on the mysticism. Yes, there was like special power martial arts, but then we started talking about like souls and M. Bison splitting his soul into good and evil, and the good is Rose and the evil is all that's left in M. Bison, and it was a little bit tough to swallow at first, but she really grew on me. And this is before I knew she was a Lisa character. This is before I knew about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, but she grew on me because I really liked the concept after a while. I was like, you know what? No, hold on. Let them cook. This is actually a really cool idea. Like, there's a whole idea of psycho power and soul power being like a thing. I don't know. I liked it. Rolento is a character I don't really care for. He's a boss from Final Fight, the side-scroller beat-em-up series that, you know, also Guy, Cody, Mike Hagar, those guys come from. And I just gotta say, like, he's okay, but he's just evil military guy. And like, you dick. But like, there's nothing wrong with the concept, but I just think that like he's a better fit for King of Fighters. He's literally just an evil hater. Okay, he's hearing me talk shit about him or something. God damn. There we go, jeez. But yeah, Rolento is one of those that like I'm not surprised he hasn't come back since like Ultra Street Fighter 4. And that's only because like Ultra Street Fighter 4 sort of includes everybody from the series up to that. Jesus Christ, why does that do so much damage? Anyway, I'm not surprised he hasn't come back. I don't think he'll ever come back. Now, Charlie is a character that I'm glad they did bring back for a little bit, and I'm okay if they never bring him back again. For those who don't know the lore, Charlie Nash is Guile's partner and teammate, and I think might have even been like his commanding officer or something like that. But, you know, he was very close to William Guile, the guy with the broom hair, whose theme goes with everything, by the way. You see, you would think so. However, Guile, well, this doesn't say he's not, but he does have a wife. And even funnier, he's the brother-in-law of Ken Masters. But anyway, back to Charlie. So Charlie is basically the one who taught Guile how to do the sonic boom. And if you can see in the animation just now, I mean, he throws them one-handed. Guile needs both hands to throw sonic booms until like Street Fighter 5 or 6. But up until then, Charlie's the only one who can throw them one-handed. He's much stronger than Guile. And then he went missing, and M. Bison is the one who's like revealed to have killed him or something. Then he comes back in Street Fighter V as this kind of like Frankenstein guy. And then he dies for real, I think. But for like years, Guile's entire story was where's Charlie and what happened to him. So I'm glad that they addressed that in Street Fighter V. I don't have anything kind to say about Dan Hibiki, so I'm not going to say much. Basically, Dan is one of the joke characters to end the concept of joke characters. Because when SNK started with their Fatal Fear... Art of Fighting? Art of Fighting series, they made a character called Ryo, who was basically a kind of jab at Ryu. You know, he was the standard martial arts main character guy. And one of his moves was that he does the Hadouken, or at least something similar, with one hand to show how much, like... No, not one hand. I think he used two. But, like, anyway, in any case, he was like a jab at Ryu. And so Capcom made their own version of that. And it's Dan. Dan is supposed to be a jab at SNK jabbing at Capcom. It's stupid. His existence is stupid, and he does nothing for the narrative. The only narrative connection he has to anyone is Sagat, because Sagat killed his dad. Speak of the devil. It's Sagat. Now, Sagat is a cool character. He's been there since Street Fighter 1. His whole story, like, is awesome. He's the king of Muay Thai. He has, like, strict connection to Ryu. His scar was given to him by Ryu when the, you know, like, evil force took over him. The Satsui no Hado. And Ryu was like, I can't lose. And he, like, did a super shoryuken that, like, scarred Sagat and carved his body. And then Sagat was like a normal guy. He was just a normal guy who's really good at Muay Thai. Don't ask me where the tiger shot comes from, or why he can do projectiles. But he's like 8 feet tall. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about Sagat's biblical greed. Okay, if you're gonna be a guy this tall, can you not do a martial art that requires your body to be like harder than iron? And also, like, kick down living trees with your shins? Can you give the rest of us a chance? You asshole. Look at this, he's kicking my ass. I'm saying good things about him. He's being an asshole. Fine, let's do this canon style. Oh, what? Oh, that's stupid. I forgot old games used to do that. You start the arcade ladder all over again. Ugh. I didn't even get to do a Shingo Kusatsu. Now, this guy is a character that's also from Final Fight. He was a boss character, like one of the stage bosses, and his whole gimmick is that he's a weeaboo. I'm not kidding. His whole gimmick is that he's a weeb, he loves Japan and Japanese culture, but he regularly mispronounces words and gets phrases wrong. Like, he'll speak in butchered Japanese, and they'll Romanize it, and then in parentheses translate it. And it'll translate into absolutely garbage, incoherent sentences. I kind of like that gimmick. I think it's funny. And I think it's kind of like... It was kind of ahead of its time. I also like his traditional, like, two-pronged sai, or like one-pronged sai, as opposed to the two ones that you see, like, Raphael from the Ninja Turtles use. And... Damn it! I'm saying nice things about you. Anyway. But it's also unfortunate, and I don't think he'll ever come back because, one, at the end of the day, he's a little bit of a jobber. And two, his name is fucking Sodom. Why is it named Sodom? I've never gotten any sort of design note or anything that would explain why his name is... Oh, please don't kill me with that. Oh, thank God. Anyway, Sodom. What the hell? Gen is one of these cool characters that, for plot and narrative reasons, shouldn't come back. But I love him. His whole thing is that he is an aging, super skilled kung fu master. And his whole thing is that he's an old, wise, super strong kung fu guy who finds out he has cancer. He's terminal. There's no way out. So his last wish in this life is to go out in like a really good fight, to die facing an opponent that is so strong that's worth getting killed by. And in his story, he finds that in Akuma. And they fight, and they have their whole show off, their whole like showdown. But partway through the battle, Akuma realizes he's fighting a terminally ill man and calls it off and leaves because he thinks that killing someone who's ill brings no honor to him. So he leaves, and Gen has nothing else he can do, no one else he can fight. His only worthy opponent was Akuma, and Akuma said, I can't. And so, we never see it, but he never shows up in any of the mainline games past the Alpha series. So I think he just dies off screen. It's really sad, and I love him. I love him so much. I wish they'd bring him back, but I know that they shouldn't. Well, yeah, he's in Ultra 4, but I don't think he's like... I have a really hard time like determining who's quote-unquote canon in 4, you know what I mean? Like, Ibuki and Makoto are in 4, but 4 takes place before 3. So, like, are they canon in 4? Or is it just sort of one of those things where, like, everybody was in, so they brought them in too? Yeah, I have no idea how to tell who's canon. Oh, quick note about Adon. He's just like Sagat's pupil who went rogue and decided he wants to dethrone Sagat, and that he's better than him, and instead of tigers, his motif is jaguars. What a waste of a great animal on such a dick. There's Chun-Li! Whoa! I had the magic pixel. You know, I've always wondered how much truth there is to this stage. Like... Are there really that many bicyclists in China? Like, look at that. There's just a constant stream of them. I know China has a lot of people, but there's no way, right? I'm being facetious, by the way. This is a joke. Ah. I always thought that like Chun-Li's character development and advancement in Street Fighter 6 was really good. Though I gotta say, I kind of miss her Street Fighter 2 ending. I kind of want to know what happens in the timeline where she does just do that. For those who don't know, who've never seen Chun-Li's original Street Fighter 2 ending, so basically her story is that her father was murdered by M. Bison, and so she joins Interpol to, like, you know, bring him to justice. And in the end of Street Fighter 2, her ending has her at her dad's grave, and saying like, oh, I've gone and gotten justice for you, I've avenged you, and now it's time for me to go back to being a young girl. And she's like, basically, she undoes her hair buns and lets her hair flow, and is like, now I'm gonna go party. I want to see what happens in the timeline where that is the canon. I want Party Girl Chun-Li. Will you stop spamming Shoryukens, you asshole? I say before I beat him with it. Sheesh. Are you kidding me? You guys. Brain cell. Damn it. Oh yeah, a thing that like people tend to either not remember or forget or like not know. Ken had long hair in the Alpha series. You can see his sprite when he turns around and stuff. He's got a ponytail. He's got a long ass ponytail. Come on. Gotcha. Oh my god. You know what? Screw it. I know it's not the same, but I'm gonna wear the color palette. Now I'm Evil Ryu. By the way, normally that kind of character concept shouldn't work, but having a separate slot for your character's, like, evil form kind of works when it's Ryu. I don't know why. It also worked that one time they did it for Ken, with Violent Ken. I kind of wish they would bring that back. Why is Ken kicking my ass? Also, is that Morrigan in the background? I swear that's Morrigan. Like, look, it's the same, like... It's the same purple leggings, the same green hair. That's Morrigan. God, I wish they would make another Darkstalkers game. I miss her so much. It's her birthday. You know what? Screw it. That's the canon in my heart now. Nothing else matters. Oh shit, it's Sagat time. Oh shit. Oh no! shoot. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I swear, Sagat is like... Okay, who do you guys think would win in a fight between Sagat and Goro from Mortal Kombat? Because right now my money's on Sagat. Oh my god! I swear I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. Okay. Okay. So either Sagat when he's one of Bison's 4 generals, or like after, once he realizes what he's fighting for. But anytime in between then. Okay. I definitely think like Street Fighter 6 era Sagat could whip the ass of Goro. I think... Got him. And then final boss is... Oh shit, I thought it was gonna be Bison. I guess I should have paid attention to the marquee there, huh? Well, we meet again. It's been a while, Akuma. So, have you gotten any better? You tell me! Oh god, I forgot how much I love Akuma's theme music. It's so sexy. Oh shoot. Clip that. It's such good theme music. It's so like foreboding and so like final boss. Oh! Dang! No, it can't end like this. I have to beat him. At any cost, I have to defeat him. Oh! No. No! Yes! Oh, that felt cinematic. But that's just the end of round 1. Yo, let's go!
You possess the same power as I. When the evil intent awakens within you, all these past battles will seem like child's play.
What? The island, it's disappearing?
When you have learned to summon all your inner power, find me. Then we will truly learn who is more powerful. As Akuma's island disappears, so does Akuma, leaving behind the feeling of his evil presence. Akuma! Left only with the sense of his untapped powers, Akuma's words give Ryu yet another test. Ryu's journey to be a true warrior is never-ending.
As standard as it gets. Yeah, this was back in the day when, like, you know, there was no such thing as decisive endings for main characters, because you had to, you know, leave a little spice there, so that way it'd be like, well, what happens next? Let's see. Let's do Super 2 Turbo. I love this opening. Look, there she is! There's Cammy! Such a raw intro. Let's see. Y'all want to see Cammy or Chun-Li's ending? I'll decide for y'all. I'll play as Cammy. Guile. Guile. Yes! Guile's theme goes with everything! Dun 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 dun. If you were on the internet like in 2008, you know this meme. I fucking love this song. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god, you've never seen the Guile's theme goes with everything meme? I've got to show you some. I got to show you some of these when I'm off stream. I'll show you. It's some of the most hilarious. It was like the prototype, the template for every like music insert music playing during funny or dramatic moment that the internet started using. This is where it began for as far as I'm concerned anyway. Oh crap, Guile's gonna kick my ass. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Damn it! Is he gonna say that? Yeah, he is. Both his win quotes make no damn sense. And there's only two characters that are women, so it sort of makes sense as an afterthought. But his two win quotes are you man enough to fight with me and go home and be a family man. It's so funny. Oh yeah. Real ones will remember her original move name was Cannon Drill for the forward one and Thrust Kick for the upwards one. And then later got named Cannon Spike and Cannon Drill. Dang! No! Come on! Why is Guile kicking my ass so hard? It's because it's Guile. Guile is ridiculous, and back in the Street Fighter 2 days, Guile's moveset was ridiculous. Because his sweep kick hit twice, his freaking... the range of his kick was relatively great. A lot of his moves played defensively, like you hold back and then quickly tap forward and punch and he does the sonic boom. You hold down and quickly tap up and kick and he does that flash kick. So it was really good for defensive play. Meanwhile, Cammy is like aggressive and fast-paced, but she doesn't match up well with... Oh, come on! Why is he a ginger now? He took too long tanning outside on the wing of the plane. I don't know. Yeah, Cammy doesn't have a lot of defense. Like, a lot of her moves involve her rushing in, whereas Guile is very, like, you know, sit there and take your time and wait for the opponent to mess up, like I have been doing. It can happen. The sun can bleach your hair in weird ways. Come on. This is getting ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Sun bleached hair is it's really fun, but also really weird. Okay, I gotta like calm down and slow down because I am falling for every single one of his traps and it's getting ridiculous. He's Pona rep now? You know, originally Guile was supposed to be based on Polnareff. The original design for him had him with the tall hairstyle. But at some point, somebody was playing around with the sprite and decided to spread his hair wide instead. And the character designer was like, you know what? That kind of works. Let's use that instead. So they went with that instead of the Polnareff hair, which is hilarious because the 3D fighting game Tekken has a character called Paul, who has the same towering hairstyle. So Guile went from being a Polnareff reference to being a Stroheim reference, which is a massive downgrade if you ask me. Why are we making the American guy look like the German? It's just a joke, but you know, like, I think that was Bengus. Oh. Also, hi Jones, how you doing? Welcome in. Ah. I don't think she has that move that allows me to go past projectiles back in Super 2, so I'm kind of like at a loss here. Almost 1 a.m. in Brazil. Wow. Well, I'm glad you decided to stop by before bed. It's good to see you. Spiral Arrow used to just be called Cannon Drill, and the Cannon Spike used to be called Thrust Kick. They renamed it, I believe, in between during the Alpha series, when she got her Killer Bee outfit. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I always wondered what the story was with these other people on the stage. Like, I always wondered if any of them had any potential to join the roster as a playable, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they look a little generic, but maybe, you know, add some trauma and give them a new wardrobe and you might have something. Got him! Oh, T-Hawk. Oh god, T-Hawk. I forgot he does that. Oh god. It's a shame that T-Hawk hasn't shown up in a game since, you know, everybody got included in 4, and so kind of by obligation, so did T-Hawk. I know 6 has Lily representing... Oh, man. I know Tekken 6 has Lily representing his tribe now, but I want T-Hawk back. Oh, Top Gun. I know, yeah. T-Hawk's throat. T-Hawk and Zangief were like complete menaces back in the day because they could just delete your health in like one grab. I do not like them in this game. Oh god, I forgot he has like these moves too. The atomic pile driver from hell. No. No, 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 no. I hate that grab so much. Oh. Go away, T-Hawk. You know, in another JoJo connection, Dalsim is a reference to part 1. Specifically, they saw the bit where Zeppeli teaches Jonathan the Zoom Punch, and that was pretty much it. They wanted a character who could do that with his whole body. So yeah, that's another character in Street Fighter who owes their existence to Hirohiko Araki. Not really Abdul, because there isn't much aside the fire, but he's more a reference to the Hamon's ability to like stretch your limbs without hurting you or whatever. Ah, how did Dalsim turn that around? Damn it. Next time I lose, remind me to use a different color palette. I want to see what her other color palette in this game is. The OST is so groovy. It is. I love it. I love the like different influences in each song. You should hear the 3DO version. Like the 3DO was a console that was doomed to fail, but because it was a CD-based console, it has some of the most beautiful arrangement of these tracks. Like, oh my god. Okay, Dalsim went nuclear Gandhi on me today. Jeez. I just realized people might not know who Nuclear Gandhi is because it's that old now. So basically, in the game Civilization, there was apparently, which I think might have been a bug or something, where if you set the pacifist or peace values of a character too far, it will go into negatives and loop back around to hyper aggression. And so Gandhi, who already has low aggression values as it is, it's easier to trip it and make him go into those negatives and essentially become nuclear Gandhi, where he like instigates nuclear war at the drop of a hat. It's so silly. Oh, I love Ryu's classic theme. From Mata. Oh, she talked about it? Nice. I knew she was one of my kind. Old. You've experienced his wrath firsthand? Oh no. Okay, why is Ryu's color palette this disgusting green? Pink Cammy, let's go. Look at Barbie Cammy over here. Lakers Ryu? Well, maybe if he was 94's if he was 94 Bulls Ryu, he would have won. Oh no, not Zangief. Help. Let go, Jesus! What was that? Why does his grab animation last so long? That's insane! What the heck? Oh god. Okay, I gotta not be afraid of him, even though he is everything I remember in my nightmares. Zangief was just... he was something else back in the day. Not that he's not now, but he's a lot more fair. No! Yeah, they're so... Yeah, I could, but it's not gonna help me much. Super 2 is the first one to have, well, super moves, where you could do the meter, special attacks. See? That did not help me at all. Ketchup Geef. Oh no! It's not ketchup, it's blood. And yet his theme goes so hard that it's like, oh no! Damn it! I was saying something nice about your stage theme, Zangief. Why? Is it because I'm British? It's because I'm British, isn't it? Why does that last so long? No! I hate this. I am reliving my worst childhood gaming experience. Fine, let's use blue Cammy. Nice calming blue. Now we've got mustard Geef. No, no! Oh god. No! Why is he able to grab immediately after getting hit? The hit confirm is supposed to work in my favor! What is happening? This is proper bollocks, isn't it? Oh god. Okay, I won't do the accent anymore. Please stop grabbing me. Oh, that's just muted colors, Cammy. That's just her default, but like, the saturation's gone. Smiles, ignores the negative on block. Or the plus on block. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, seriously. He should not be able to counter with a grab after getting hit! What is happening? It's pickle relish Geef. No, please. Why? Why was he able to do that? Not even overheads. Oh, cool. I like the snow color cami, like the. No. No, please, no, please, no, 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 no. Live on stream, I am getting freaking murdered by. Why do his grabs last so long? It's so stupid. He already has the pile driver from hell. Why does he need a grab animation that like just eats up your I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. I know I can. I know I can. Barbie Cammy, save me. No! So remember when they added Zangief to Wreck-It Ralph as a guest character? I don't think he's the one that needed therapy. Holy crap. Come on, Barbie Cammy. I know you got it. No! I wasn't even that close! He just grabbed me from like No! What? Oh no. I'm getting closer though. Well, I am suddenly remembering a lot about my youth in arcades tonight. You know, the thing is, this was not much better when I was playing the free play in the arcades. Like, there were arcades where this still cost money, and I played there. And there were arcades where it was free play, where I didn't have to pay anything to play it. It never felt better being stuck on Zangief when it was free. How many have we spent? Well, the counter says 17, 18 now. So at 25 cents a pop, I've already spent over $4. And I'm still on Zangief. Zangief, I thought you were a communist. Why are you taking all my money? What do you even need it for? First experience of Dark Patterns, even Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Cabal. Oh, you're so right. Oh, no. That's not fair. That's not fair. No, why? He grabs you from like 2 bodies away. What is this Marth Super Smash Bros. Melee ass grab? Dawson was like, what, 1 fight ago? 2 fights ago? Why is he grabbing me from this range? Dude, the input reading. Yeah, he's gotta be reading my inputs. What the hell is this? Maybe I gotta plug it into the second port. He literally is hacking. It's so stupid. Okay, here's a different question. Who would win between Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo era Zangief or Goro from Mortal Kombat? And then I get a perfect? I'm still a little stun locked that I got a perfect. What the fuck? I'm like stun locked about that. I can't even like... Okay, yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked by myself now. Okay, hold up. This is how you know that they made a perfect theme song. It was relatively untouched when Street Fighter 4 came. They just kind of like remastered it with like sharper instrumentation. Like, this theme song didn't really change in between Street Fighter 2 and when she came back in Street Fighter 4. They just kind of added a sharper sound to it and like made it sound more polished, but it was still this theme song. And then in later games, like in 5 and 6, they gave her a different theme, probably because they didn't want it to be that repetitive. But that's how you know they made a perfect theme the first time. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's just that like the 2 and 4 are the ones I think of most just because they're like the most prominent, as it were. Dang it. So how many of you know that, how many of you know, Cammy's, like, original design plan, or at least in terms of the lore? Because if we go by the original lore, M. Bison is, like, one of the biggest eggs in fighting game. Actually, I think the biggest egg in fighting games. So in the original lore, and up until a point where they just kind of dropped it and stopped acknowledging it, I don't think they ever even retconned it out. I think they just sort of stopped talking about it. But the original lore was that, no, not Bison's daughter. So basically, the psycho power that Bison has, that he uses, was tearing his body apart. Like, he was literally gonna explode from the power. And so Cammy was essentially a one of the dolls, which is like basically a group of brainwashed teenage girls meant to be world-class assassins. And in the event that Bison's body did tear itself asunder with the psycho power, Cammy in particular was the best candidate to be his backup body, so that his soul would essentially possess her upon his death so he could continue living. It could have been anyone with that kind of criteria. Why did it have to be a blonde British girl, huh? Huh, M. Bison? Yeah, and Decapper was I think was it a failed clone of Cammy? Something like that? But yeah, all the dolls except for Cammy are named after after months of the year in different languages. I think except for Cammy and Decapper. Wait, I think Decapper is December. I forget what language it is though. Okay, explain how we did the same move at the same time, but she's the one that hit me. Yeah, 5 ends with them being relatively, like, freed or liberated, though, so they kind of just have their own, like, peaceful lives epilogue, and then they don't really, like... I know Junie and, I know Junie shows up a little bit in Cammy's story, but I think the dolls, as a narrative device, are kind of done. I did want to see more of Junie and Julie together, though. Oh, Russian. Finally, jeez. Oh no, not Edmund Honda. That's what the E stands for, by the way. It's Edmund. I think so. I think he's mixed, yeah. Jesus Christ, the freaking 100-hand. And you know what? The 100-hand slap is the most cheap move aside Zangief's Pile Driver, except it's even more so because all you have to do is repeatedly mash the punch button to do it. Eiichiro. Oh god, Blanca. You know, there used to be people that I grew up with that called him Blanca. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right, because that sounds like blanket, man. Oh god, stop! Why does everybody in this game have weird, like, eat your face grabs that last forever? Biting you, biting you. I gotta say, I miss when Blanca was more of this kind of relatively unknown, freaky, wild guy. I get making him more of a character, but I'm not sure I like the direction they went with him. Yeah, he talks, he's a tour guide, he's like... I don't know. Oh shit, really? Oh shit, it's M. Bison. I mean, Balrog. I mean, Boxer. No, Mike Bison, please stop hitting me. Damn it. I kind of wish they brought Balrog back, though, into the modern games. I know they have Ed in 6 now, and he's got his own boxing style, which is cool. I like Ed's style, too. But I miss seeing boxing gloves on a character. I don't know. At least bring Dudley back. The gentleman boxer, as opposed to Balrog's, like, crass prize fighter. Really? very enduring reference to our legends that many people fail to catch. Oh, I see. Oh god. Not Vega, I mean Balrog, I mean Claw. What? I did a jumping in kick. He did a freaking sweep and his hit. You know, there's a part of me every day that wishes that Vega was a woman instead. I could tolerate her. Come on, man. Honestly, the best contribution that Vega ever made was getting his ass kicked by Chun-Li in the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Gorgeous bit of Sakuga in that scene. Proto-Sadira? Huh. The entire movie was really good, yeah. Cammy's assassination scene. I think that was also Fei Long versus Ryu in that movie. God, that was good. Come on, that fucking dodge. I hate that dodge so much. Oh. It's so cheap, I hate it. Vega is easily my most hated of the 4 generals. Like, Balrog is straightforward. Sagat is an asshole, but straightforward. Vega's just an asshole. Take that. Oh, crap. Damn it! I was hoping to bait him. I can't believe this is eating all the time I wanted to use to play Third Strike. This is ridiculous. Got him, see? Vega was the nightmare. Oh, what? I didn't do good enough to get Akuma? I'm kidding. I don't want to fight Akuma. Not in this game. He's an asshole. Oh god, Bison! Come on, I'm literally you, but hotter. Just let me win. Or something. Ah, that stupid torpedo move. Oh, good night. Sleep well. Thank you so much for hanging out. So it seems like the trick in this game is to not really do special moves. Not against the computer, anyway. Damn, so close! See? Just throws and medium kicks. Damn! Damn it! Ah. Damn it, really? I mean, Bison is the final boss, so I expect this level of cheapness from him. Better than freaking Zangief. Ah. The input read is ridiculous. Ah. No, come on. The fucking slide kick, come on. Ugh. What? Well, I'll take this time to talk about M. Bison a little bit, or at least my favorite version of him. So, how many of you have seen the Street Fighter 1994 movie? I know I've shown some of, I've shown it to some people that I know, and the general consensus is it's stupid but fun. But anyway, the best portrayal of M. Bison in anything ever has always been the 1994 live-action Street Fighter movie where he was played by Raul Julia. Now, the man was known for other things. For example, he played Gomez Adams in the live-action Addams Family movies of the time as well. And he's done some other stuff as well. He had, you know, he was quite an established actor. But what most people know him for now, or at least in fighting game circles, is his role as M. Bison in that movie. And his, like, extremely hammy, but not, like, satirical portrayal of Bison. Like, he didn't play it up with, like, tongue-in-cheek. He genuinely believed he was this evil genius who was going to take over the world and install his own special set of currency. And it's beautiful. Like, for starters, he didn't even, like, know much about the character or the role, but his kids heard about it, and they're like, "Dad, you need to play this. You need to do this character." And so he took the role for his kids because they knew what Street Fighter was and they loved it. So when they heard that, you know, their dad could be M. Bison, they're like, "Yeah." And what do you call it? Of course, you can't talk about his role as M. Bison without also mentioning the unfortunate fact that he was terminally ill at the time that he accepted the role. He was going to pass away of cancer, and so that it became his final film role. And so he did that for his kids to leave that behind for them as well. And he turned in a fantastic performance. No one could have portrayed M. Bison with as much equal parts gravitas and equal parts cheesiness like he did. And really, I mean that, because no matter how many times they've tried to do Street Fighter movies and media ever since then, they never got it right. They never, ever got M. Bison right again. And I don't trust them to get it right this time with the movie that they've announced that they're going to be doing. For one thing, how do you trust a movie that's going to be casting 50 Cent, 20 years too late, to be Balrog? Like, on that direction alone, I already have a hard time putting faith in that movie. But like, M. Bison, played by Raul Julia, absolute peak. Like, everybody talks about the, but for me it was Tuesday line, and that's great. That's a, as tropey as the line was, it wasn't that much of a trope in the 90s. And his particular delivery of it was amazing. But I think some of my favorite parts of his dialogue were late in the movie when he's about to fight Guile. When he's like, "What's the matter, Colonel? You came prepared to fight a man, and instead you find that you face a god?" So good. And when Guile thinks he's won, and Bison slowly rises up behind him. Bear in mind, Guile is on a bridge or something. No, I don't think he's on a bridge. I think the bridge collapsed at this point. But it seemed like Bison was thrown far away into, like, debris or something. And so, suddenly, M. Bison rises up into the air because of his suit's, like, electromagnetism or whatever. Which, they didn't have to explain it like that. They could have kept the psycho power, but whatever. But the fun part was when Bison is like now supercharged with his like suit's adrenaline and stuff, and he's got like, he's floating in the air, and Guile is looking down and looking up like in abject like confusion and mild terror. And Bison just, Raul Julia in all his beautiful like theater trained perfection just goes, "For I beheld Satan as he fell from heaven like lightning," and he just like hurtles down and does the torpedo move on Guile, and it's just so I think we should do a watch along of the 1994 Street Fighter movie at some point, cause y'all need to see that. As well as get context for the following line, which is my favorite line in the entire movie. "Quick! Change the channel!" I won't say what the context of that is. I will save it for the watch along. That is one of the funniest goddamn lines I've ever seen in a movie. I used to ironically love that movie. I unironically love that movie. It isn't the perfection that Mortal Kombat 1995 was, but it doesn't need to be. It's still a damn good movie, is how I see it. Like, the weak part of the movie is Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile, but even that doesn't make the movie any worse for it. You know what I mean? Like, Really? So close. I was so close that time. Honestly, this is extremely true to my memories of being in the arcade. I really did spend this long to beat this stupid game with one character. But you know, when you're playing with a friend nearby, or you know, just somebody to talk to, like in the arcade, it really went by fast. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of good. Hearing the ambient sounds of other games, you know, just kind of getting that like in your head, like, oh, I can't wait to play one of those after I'm done here. I miss that feeling, you know. I miss the social aspect of what the arcades used to be. We don't have that sort of thing anymore, and it's an immense loss. Like, not to get all, oh, the good old days, or, you know, back when things were good, because it's a culture we could bring back. We can bring arcade culture back. We just have to try. Like, we have Round 1s and Dave & Buster's and stuff, and it's not quite the same, because a lot of those are just, like, they're not about the game anymore. They're, like, glorified gambling cabinets, you know, with your different ticket-winning games and stuff like that, but I miss, like, arcades. And I miss the social aspect of... Do you know how many casual friends, like, not people I ever hung out with outside of the arcade, but just casual friends that I looked forward to meeting to in the arcade, like, week by week? So many people that I've met that were, like, instrumental to different parts of my life that I met in an arcade, and never outside it, and never again after. But, like, I guess what I mean is there was an ephemeral beauty in that, and I miss it. I miss, like, just... What I miss is going up to a cabinet, putting a quarter in, pressing start, and after going a round or two, just kind of idle chatter. Just kind of chatting with the person you're playing with, you know? Getting to know... You know, just kind of a reminder that you're playing with another person, you know? Or like going to the Dance Dance Revolution cabinets and seeing that, you know, person hasn't started yet and they're doing only a singles mat. And just putting in your credit and being like, hey, can I dance with you? And then you guys, you know, do the songs together at different difficulties as needed, and just... I miss that. I miss spontaneous social interaction, and we have been so deprived and scared off from doing that. And there's obvious reasons why. We still have a frickin', you know, killer death virus out there that, sure, we have shots for it, but it doesn't make it any less, like, terrifying. And just these days we're so disincentivized from getting to know each other, from getting to know our neighbors, from getting to know even just that cool stranger in the arcade for like an hour. There's just so much that we've lost socially as a society, and I want it back. I want it back. And I want to do whatever I can to fight to have that back. That's why I'm more than happy to play with my viewers. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys while I'm playing. That's kind of like, aside the whole thing about like reading and, you know, literature and all that, I wanted to have more social experiences and more social environments in the streaming space. And that's why, as somebody who loves fighting games, I want to get other people into it. Fighting games are a social aspect. There really is a lot of like sociability in fighting games. On the surface, it's like one-on-one, you are fighting another person, but there's so much more to it than that. As a martial artist myself, I understand more than anyone how much you really learn about a person when you're fighting them. It's not a stretch to say that there are some people who I know, and some people who know me better than how significant others do. In the sense that, like, if I had, what do you call it? It's a common expression among fighters that you know aside to that person that their own family, that their own, you know, romantic partner might never ever see, because they don't spar their family, or they don't have, you know, fights with their family in that way, you know. And there's a side of a person that comes out when they're fighting, not just when they're competitive, but when they're putting their bodies to the limit. And there's a beauty in that I want to share with the world. So I want my viewers to get into fighting games, or if they're already into it, if they're already there, then I open the invitation to fight me. You know, get to know that part of me. Let me see that part of you, kind of thing. I want more people to be into fighting games. Fighting games are one of the last... Like, it's not like martial arts aren't socially acceptable anymore, but we're definitely a far cry from the heyday of, like, the 80s and 90s when everybody was going to a martial arts school of some sort and having that connection. I want that back, too. Obviously, maybe not this game, because the netcode on this game is atrocious. But, you know, maybe in an off collab, I would love to have, like, you know, somebody who plays this with me. But like other games that have much better, more modern netcode, I'd love to play with as many of my audience members as I can. I swear Bison is cheating. Like, Bison's gotta be cheating in input reading, because what the hell? I should not be doing this so many times and still losing. Okay, I think I'm getting better at, like, figuring out the mix-up. What? And then he does that? Why is that a full screen move? Holy crap, I did it. It only took till battle 69. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot, for a lot of Cammy's early development, she was amnesiac. Aww. Was it worth all that frustration to watch her feed a kitty? Yes. Alright, well... Unfortunately, I think that took a little bit longer than I had hoped. So... I'm gonna have to put Street Fighter 3 Third Strike off until next week. I wanted to play that on stream for you guys today, but then I thought, why don't I play some of the other Street Fighter games as well? You know, and show those off, because everybody streams Third Strike at some point or another, but how many people really show, like, Super Turbo 2 or Alpha 2? And then I got a little... Then the computer got a little... So, yeah, next week, next time on Monday Night Fights, I will do Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And I will do that for the entire stream, so don't worry. There will be no other distractions or interruptions. Because I know that one's going to take me, like, about as long to get through. And then probably the week after that, we'll do some Alpha 3. Because Alpha 3 actually had a lot of, like, unique stuff about it that I really want to go into. So if Third Strike runs a little early next week, I'll do Alpha 3. Otherwise... You know now that the next 2 Monday Night Fights are going to be Street Fighter themed, classic Street Fighter themed. And yeah. And then, thanks to the generosity of one of my viewers, I also came into possession of Ultra Street Fighter 4, so that'll probably be yet another Monday night fight somewhere down the road. Maybe not right after these two, just because I don't want to be like only a Street Fighter streamer for fighting games. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do want a little bit of variety. So, just letting you know, I do have more Street Fighter to do, and it's not even Street Fighter 6. So, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by tonight. Thank you to everybody who hung out. Thank you for listening to me chatter and yap while I was playing. I hope that it was fun to listen to, and that it was hopefully not retreading too much information you already know. But yeah. Fighting games is one of my biggest passions in life, as you can tell by like the last 20 minutes of me talking about it. But I'm looking forward to streaming more for you guys. So stick around and I'll do more fighting game Monday night fights with you guys. And again, like I said, if you have the game as well, whatever game I happen to be streaming that day, you are more than welcome to come on stream and fight me. Like I will fight you while I will fight you on stream. And if I lose, so much the better, cuz I love playing fighting games. Whether I win or lose, I get to learn something. So before I get off on another tangent, once again, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you had a great time. Thank you all for being here. My next scheduled stream is Wednesday, when I go through more of And Then There Were None. Very fun story. Can't wait to read more of that with you guys. We're going to do more chapters of that. And tomorrow, I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't go to plan. So tomorrow we're gonna try again, and we're gonna on radio.fgcast.com at 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. EST. We are going to try to play the last few episodes of How Much in Bison Dollars, the internet radio show based in the world of Street Fighter, sort of. And I feature in one of those episodes. It was supposed to air 2 weeks ago, but like I said, due to technical difficulties, it didn't happen. So tomorrow we're going to try to run some of the episodes that suffered a similar fate, and then yeah. So hopefully, if all goes to plan, if everything goes well, we'll be able to hear my episode. And if it does, then I will have a guerrilla yapping stream after it airs. So be on the lookout for that. I will tweet about it using the hashtag liverary even. And you guys will be able to keep up with that. If it plays, again, I will tweet an announcement, and then I will have a yapping stream after. And yeah, so at the least, if that doesn't happen, then you will see me Wednesday. Alright guys, my lovely Rainiacs, my wonderful Langsters. It's time for me to hit the road now. So, before I go, let me just leave you with my usual reminders. Make sure that you guys eat well. Make sure that you're staying hydrated. And make sure that you get lots of good rest. And as usual, most important thing, always check that posture. Keep that back straight, and remember to unshrimp yourselves. Have a radiant rest of your night, everyone. Take care. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.